Pause. Let's take it outside. A 4-minute drive and you'd find yourself on the 30,000 vehicle capacity Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Yes, it's that close. Share the same landscape view with the Monarch, a walking distance from the House on the Rock Church, a 10-minute drive from Lycon Town. Proximity to Spa and Blanco is about 8 minutes and 6 minutes respectively. A 10-minute drive from Meadow Hall School. As you now know, the Mufasa Apartments is strategically located in the heart of Ikate, where everything you need stays within your reach. Join the elite class at the Mufasa Apartments today. Pause. Let's take it outside. A 4-minute drive and you'd find yourself on the 30,000 vehicle capacity Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Yes, it's that close. Share the same landscape view with the Monarch, a walking distance from the House on the Rock Church, a 10-minute drive from Lycon Town. Proximity to Spa and Blanco is about 8 minutes and 6 minutes respectively. A 10-minute drive from Meadow Hall School. As you now know, the Mufasa Apartments is strategically located in the heart of Ikate, where everything you need stays within your reach. Join the elite class at the Mufasa Apartments today. The aim of this event is to equip business people as well as aspiring business people with tools and principles that will help them thrive in their businesses and careers. My name is Maima of Lagos and I will be your host tonight. Tonight's webinar is themed Talent and Money, How to Boost Your Income. By the end of this show, you would know practical steps that will help multiply your money, nuggets that will kickstart a transformation in your career, steps that will help transform your ideas to reality, and many more. It's bound to be insightful, and I urge and implore you to invite all your friends to join right now. Tonight, we have two amazing guests who will share with us amazing, life changing principles based on their vast knowledge and experience. Our first guest tonight holds a bachelor's degree in soil and water engineering and a second degree in entrepreneurship management from the Lagos Business School. He started his real estate career in 2016 as a realtor, helping over 60 real estate enthusiasts purchase plots of land and build their dream houses. From design conceptualization to delivery of top-notch finishing, while ensuring strict compliance with government procedures. He has also bagged several awards and recognitions, including the prestigious 40 Under 40 CEOs in Africa, Africa's Youth Excellence Award, and 100 Most Influential Youths in Africa, amongst others. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Simon Adozi.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Good
So
evening,
good.
Dr.
Yeah.
Simon.
Good
It's so good to
evening.
have you.
Good to be here too,
Thank
and
you
good to
very
be online speaking to everyone. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure every time.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We can't wait to hear all the amazing things you're going to share with us. Now, moving on
Yeah,
to our
sure.
second guest. Thank you. Moving on to our second guest tonight, we have someone who is fondly referred to as Forever by many. Akudolo Oreva Ogene is a world-class comedian and master compere. Forever is an international brand as he has performed outside the shores of Nigeria like the United Kingdom, Ghana, just to mention a few. Now, as a comedian, aside from being the host of Forever Funny with Forever, he has performed on some of the biggest platforms available in the comedy industry, ranging from Lord of the Ribs Comedy Festival hosted by Basket Mouth to Ali Baba's January 1st concert, Stand Up Nigeria, and The Experience. Forever is an absolutely fantastic compare as he has hosted many corporate events for major leading companies in Nigeria like the Central Bank of Nigeria, Total Oil, Nestle Nigeria, Unilever, GSK, Cadbury, Intercontinental Distillers, Custodian and Allied Insurance, and Standard Chartered Bank, just to mention a few. Now, as an actor, he has featured in the award-winning African Magic series, Adoche, where he played the role of the traveler, as well as Basket Mouth's online sitcom, Papa Benji. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Forever.
Hi, good evening. Good evening. Yeah,
Hi,
good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Forever, please. I don't want to laugh this night. I beg.
No, I'll make sure we all cry.
It's- well, we are discussing talent and money. Money is involved,
Yes,
so please.
money is involved, so we have to be serious about it. Maima,
Oh,
hi, good evening.
All right, Forever. Thank you very much for joining us. We're happy to have you, and we can't wait to hear everything that you're going to share with us tonight. Remember, guys, don't forget to share the link with your friends. Tell them to join and learn. You're giving them the updates now. So I'm going to start with questions right away. And I'm starting with Forever. Going through your profile, I can see that you've achieved a lot for yourself. So, what was comedy like in the beginning for you?
So, I'm going to be very honest. Comedy was not part of the equation. I actually stumbled into comedy, and that was in 2005, where I went to see my grandmom, and then I heard people laughing because I was sleeping. So I woke up, they were watching Night of a Thousand Laughs. And so that was the first time I ever saw whatever was called stand-up comedy. But I knew inside of me that I could do this. And So that was how I stumbled into comedy, and that was when comedy started. But I took it serious to become a professional comedian in 2010 when I was done with school, and when I saw that there was really no work like that in the country. And I remember as a student, I was the little money I was getting from comedy, I used it to pay house rent. So I did simple mathematics because I'm a good mathematician. If as a student that I was campus fellowship assistant president, so I was assistant pastor. I had a lot of stuff I was doing in school, and I could achieve this sort of result with all the distractions. Imagine if I give my whole attention to this thing, I'm going to achieve more. So that was when I told myself, bro, this is your path now. And this is where we are.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, Dr. Simon, the next question is for you. You've been practicing real estate for over 10 years, and we understand that the real estate industry is one that has grown in a very impactful way over the years. So, how did it start? And most importantly, why real estate?
Okay. Just like forever, real estate was not in the plan. You know, um, I guess Nigeria happens to everybody, and
Yeah.
one thing that makes you a good Nigerian is your ability to adapt and create value. When you're value driven, I don't think life will be that hard to live in wherever you are, be it Nigeria or anywhere in the world. So back to mine, I studied soil and water engineering, and obviously after school, I started working, and I mean, when I was working, okay, I didn't get a job for a while. Um, I think I got out of school somewhere around 28, yeah, oh 08, Abby, or ever, yeah.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah. So before we could serve, it was already at 2010, 2011. So when I got out of school to no work, we started, and people don't understand what soil and water engineering is in the first place. So it was it was but I am someone that I would say I do a lot of research. I read a lot of books. So I've been able to do management courses on my own and do a lot
Yeah.
of business management consultancy on my own. So it was easy for me to start. I formed a company with someone. Just worked for a while. I wasn't earning anything, but I got into real estate not because I started by wanting to buy real estate. You know, I got into the real estate conversation with someone because I was looking for. I usually see this ad that says you can own a land for 600,000 and you do not even have to pay once. I even saw one land that was selling for 400,000, and I know that for you to in Lagos, if you do not own a piece of real estate in Lagos with all the development and everything that we see every day, it didn't add up to me. It didn't make sense. So
Mm,
um, I immediately entered a conversation with someone wanting to buy real
mm,
estate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he told me that, bro, you can actually not just buy, you can refer or sell to your friends also. And
mm,
that's how I got into real estate. I started telling my friends because I love real estate. It's the only real thing. I mean, there are
Yeah.
different forms of investment. You can invest in stock, you can invest in bonds or shares. For the millennials, you can invest in crypto, and the third form of investment would be real estate. But out of the three, the only real there is no real stock. or there is no real cryptocurrency. You know, they are all papers, and they react to market forces a lot. So the only
Yeah.
real stuff that you can touch, tangible, and you use it every day was real estate. So it was easy for me to now enter the real estate market, wanting to offer real estate service to people. So real estate is real. That's why I chose it.
Awesome, awesome. So it's safe to say
Mm.
that I can list a few careers down and start stumbling into it. Hopefully, I will blow it once. Since both of you stumbled into your careers
It
and
depends
also
on
for
the occasion.
success. Okay,
Some
moving
people
on.
stumbled and today they've not stood up.
That won't be our case. Also, so forever, how have you been able to balance growing your
Yeah.
talent and creating multiple streams of income? We understand how the society is. Nigeria has been happening. Nigeria is still happening. So yes, you're growing your talent as a comedian, an actor, a compare. How have you been able to balance that as well as creating multiple streams of income to meet our insatiable needs?
So basically, I think it's very foolish of anyone who touches money and the money just dies in the person's hand. Because I know that as much as we all need money, you can actually do nothing with money because money in itself cannot survive in itself. So once you get money, you are meant to give money. The only way that money has life is when you use it to do other things. And so that's what I'm trying to say. So it's only a foolish man that thinks money is self-sufficient. It's not. So as a comedian, I started my first ever event that I was paid for. Huge sum, 700. No, it wasn't 50 naira and Tampico. Tampico. I don't know if you remember that Tampico drink. So I didn't know that my budget was 50 naira until another lady was bringing 50 naira this time mint. And the first lady says, "No, we've paid him." I said, "Eh, 50 naira." And I wasn't angry because I was just starting. And then my first huge pay was in March 2008, 700. One night, VG, like cracking you for 6, 7 hours for 700 naira. And my roommate, then I remember what he said. I can never forget, man. Let your stand go for this 700. If you can be coming once every week, we give God praise. So, but at that time, it was little money.
Mm,
So by the end of 2008, I was able to save up money because it was the year of my industrial attachment. I was able to save up money with which I paid my fees and my house rent the following year, being 2009. From saving those little money from 700, my fees went up to 2,500. It went up to 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira in that same 2008 year space. But in all these little funds that were coming, I was able to save up money to pay. So I started seeing purpose
mm,
in the money that was coming from comedy. So I now realized that um, it's very important for entertainers to be able to balance this up because a lot of entertainers have this poor financial culture where something happens to them in the future and then they're creating GoFundMe accounts and you're wondering, but this guy was balling some years back. This guy was a rave of the moment at a particular time. It was at every show. Without him, the fans would not show up. Where were the money he made? Yes, he spent the money the same way he got them because he or she never believed that the time would come where he would not be the rave of the moment. And so they were balling. And so the money was like, Baba, don't worry, our show will come tomorrow. Another show will come, and be the hot. And so I saw people's experiences. Sorry, excuse me. So I saw people's experiences, I saw people's failures. And then when I started growing, like Dr. Simon said, the only investment that I trust in this life is the land that I'm seeing. This is my
mm,
plot.
mm,
This plot like this is my own.
mm.
I did fish farm one time. I ate all my fishes. I think when you come to my house, I'll tell a guy, there's no drink. We will drink pepper soup. I was, I didn't, good, man. My friend was saying, man, fish is good for your health. It's better than meat. It digests fast. I was eating my capital, It was until I ate the last one. I went to a pond. I saw dirty water, no fish. Where are my fishes? My wife said, I knew. That's when I knew that the only sure investment. So as money started coming in, so the funny part was that I did not wait to make a lump sum of money. So to be able, because I know that money in itself is not self-sufficient. It will die. It will get exhausted. It will get finished. So as the money started coming, I started putting some out, invest in this place, put in this trust fund, doing this place. And so that is how I can say I've been able to balance my growth and being able to have separate streams of income, because comedy gives you access into spaces that normally you would find difficult to get into, because people will naturally love, oh my God, this guy is funny, I love him, come and visit me. So being able to take advantage of those opportunities with the funds that come in and spread out. So to answer the question correctly, the way I've been able to balance growth and my financials is seeing seeing the experiences of other people who have not taking that part of their life seriously, and knowing that to be a serious person, money in itself is not self-sufficient.
Thank you very much, Forever. Now, Dr. Simon, what are your thoughts on some celebrities, talented celebrities who at a time were at the top or at the peak of their career, but then they would end up in debt or financial crisis? What are your thoughts on that briefly?
All right. We see them every day. I have a lot of them on my DM as we speak. Go fund me, sir. This is what see, it's a no-brainer. It's bound to happen. It's not even only for celebrities, content creators, footballers, directors, whatever creative that you do, or whatever you are doing right now that is giving you money, right? The first thing you should do is one thing that I learned when I was, as at the time I was wanting to buy real estate. My salary then was 40,000 naira per month. This was 2014. I was married. 40,000 naira. But I learned a principle. If this is 100%, you must do this. Once you collect that 40,000 naira, you must do this. 20,000 naira, you save it. You keep 20. If you are lucky and smart enough, you also do this. You see, out of that 20, the money you should spend is actually 10,000. So 30K should actually go into saving. Is that possible? It might look impossible until you start trying it. Now, when I started also looking for opportunities, right? So I learned of a land of 400K, and I learned that with an initial deposit of 50,000 naira, I can spread payment for over 1 year. So what would I do to make sure that I am able to meet up? My salary was 40K. So it is a no-brainer that the 40K cannot fund my investment and also fund my rent, my transport, and all that, right? So how do I make more money? It is obvious that I have a money problem right now. So I had to now reinvent myself. Started adding little jobs to it. Because, see, if you do not know that you have a money problem, I don't think you can even achieve any money goal. So if you are a celebrity now, that, one show, you are paid 700,000, whatever. You see, even one show, even if you are paid as little as 100,000, you can put something away for investment purpose. I know why. This is how I bought my first house, right? By the way, um, this would be my 7th year. No, my 8th year in. Oh no, I came into Lagos in 2013. Okay, this will be my 9th year in Lagos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
90, yeah.
yeah. I bought my first house in my 7th year. Now I came into Lagos like forever too. We came in with one bag, night bus from Enugu, right?
But no, mine was afternoon bus. I
Oh,
needed
you
to
came
see the
in
road.
afternoon. Yeah? I I came in with a Kennedy Lichuku. I landed in somewhere around Ojodu Bega, you know. And the first place I lived in Lagos was a brother's house, and it was somewhere in K2, in a place where they called Oshofa Mansion. I don't know if anyone knows it. The place is I can't explain it, but the man built that house in the 70s, and here is 2013, and his generation is still earning rent from that house.
Wow.
I think they have over 500 rooms. It was just room and parlor, room and parlor, room and parlor, room and parlor, all through.
Wow.
About 500 of them. And you know, in my little brain, I'm adding up to some things, yeah. So my brother right now was paying, well, cheap rent then. It was 400K, and it was a room and parlor. So if you multiply that by 500,
Hmm.
that's
Wow.
some money.
That's 20 million.
That's 20 million in a year from rental income. Mind
Wow.
you, if any developer comes tomorrow to say, I want to buy up this old building, he must have gained capital. You must have gotten capital
Sorry,
gain.
that's 400 million. Oh. 500 rooms times 400K.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. So, and
Wow.
this was a decision someone made when he in his 70s. You know, he could have blown that money, Abby, do private jet chilling and pop pop some things in the club and all that. No, of course, those things are part of life. I'm not saying don't pop anything or don't do some kind of chilling, but don't live for the gram and suffer your generation. So I came into
Yeah.
Lagos 2013. This is how I bought my first house. I was tired of actually renting because because I couldn't pay for rent in Lagos for 2015. I moved into the house in 2013. 2015 we were evicted from our first house because we couldn't pay. We moved into a smaller house, and the smaller house we stayed another 2 years. We were evicted because we didn't meet up with the regular payment, and we had to go somewhere a bit farther down. Um, Man, I was still collecting money, borrowing here and there before I got myself together. Meanwhile, I was working, salary was 40K. I had to increase what I was. See, it's a long journey. It's a long journey, but go straight to when I bought my first house. So I saw a place and I liked it, and the place was going for about 45 million naira then. And I got into a bargain with the developer of the place because I met it when it was off plan. In short, the guy was pointing at the place that you see that place. Now that one build up, see the design. Now there I go build up. So, and he said, okay, do an initial deposit. So I begged him for a 3 years payment plan. So he said, I'm not a mortgage house. So, I sure got into a bargain. You know what? I entered a bargain of 24 months with him. I actually completed the payment of that house in 10 months. You know why? Because since I have a project to
Yeah.
accomplish, the whole drive, my whole brain started working. All the talents, all the gifts that I have in me, you know. I started doing trainings. I started charging for trainings. I started doing business consultancy. there are a lot of things in
Yeah.
us that we can do to increase our income that we do not even know that. If you're a creative right now, maybe you are not operating to the fullness of your capacity because you do not have a project that you have thrown your heart into, something like you want to really invest in. Yeah. So that's how I finished paying in 10 months, and we moved into the house. I asked myself that, listen, if I also take on a bigger project, I think I can, I have the capacity to do it. Yeah. So you must save for the rainy day, and don't
Yeah.
just save. Savings on itself does not give you increase. You
Yeah,
have
you
to
gotta
now
Yeah.
invest it.
invest it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Simon. So I know the audience has a lot of questions that they want to ask. Just send it to the comment box, and then we would make sure that our speakers get your questions. So now we're about to wrap this up as quick as we can. Forever, what action steps do you think talented creators, artists, celebrities should take to, what do you think they should take to achieve financial stability? Just briefly list them in a particular order.
All right. Number one, to every celebrity, content creator, actor, superstar out there, you are not the savior of the world. That's first thing first. Because once people start seeing you on television in their mind, he has a
Mhm.
lot. He has 10 billion in his account that he does not want to use. I remember one time I went to do an event in Enugu. I was paid 40K. After my performance, one guy from ASU sent me a message on Facebook. I can't forget this. He said, "Bro, I'm your big fan. I love you so much. I just need little help of 70,000. Little help." And me that travels from Lagos to Enugu, I enter bus to and fro, they paid me 40,000. Your little help is even bigger than my than my capacity. But the guy did not believe that I don't have 70,000 naira as at that time, because in
Mm.
his mind they are seeing on television. So a lot of celebrities are under pressure to
To
want to
deliver.
live for the gram, to want to help everybody. Like
Mm,
the popular adage goes, you can't give what you don't have.
mm,
And it's sad that a lot of them don't understand this. So please, for creatives, for comedians, celebrities, no matter the amount of money, every money you make, you can save something from it.
mm,
Every single money. So what I do practically, how I got married first. I wanted to get married, I didn't have money. So I read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. And so in The Richest Man in Babylon, they said that every money they make, they save 20% of everything. They don't use it for a year. At the end of the year, they invest that money to start making profit, and they continue saving 20% of the money. And so in 2015, I started saving 20% of all my earnings in July. Yes, early July. And in 7 months, I had enough money to get married. I did not borrow money from anybody, just
awesome.
20%.
Mm.
Mm,
And so by the time I got married, in my mind, I was a savist. I can save.
mm,
Until my wife now brought up another calculation. So 100% of my earnings, what we do is that 20% is to run the family. Another 20% is for, I've forgotten the calculations again. Um, So we break them down. 20% is for projects, 40% is for savings for a bigger project, and then we have 10% for family, extended family. So if anybody in my extended family need help and that family account have dry, they'll wait for next month.
That's
So
that's
that
why
way
that's wise. That's
you wait
wisdom.
for next month, because I can't take money from another portfolio to now give to you.
I can't pay you my children's money.
Exactly. I carry my children's school fees to now pay you. So
mm,
from there, we started. So when was the money from the project account grew to a particular extent, I told her, I said, "Come, madam, this money here is not bringing anything." So we bought properties. We started buying land. We saw a few other investments I wanted to invest in, and
mm,
then we invest in those places. And then, of course, for my children's school, some people will say, God will always provide. Yes, God will always provide, but He's also providing now. So what I do is that what I do for my kids is that every month I pay in a particular amount of money for their school fees in the future. So currently we are paying school fees, but we are saving for their school fees in the future. Because see, now house is on strike. This strike might last a rapture. Nobody knows. So that means so that means the schools that my kids are going to attend are going to be very expensive private schools. You can't just wake up and say, unless you are a billionaire. So we start saving. So to every comedian out there, to every celebrity out there, put structure to the money. Like Felado would say, if you don't plan the money before it gets to your hand, you can't plan it when it touches your hand. So before the money comes in, let the money know that this is the purpose. This is the plan for this money. Follow the plan, buy properties, save for your family, save for your future. Don't use your seed to do giveaway. You only do giveaway from harvest. So that's a few steps I personally practice. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Dr. Simon, very briefly, what form of investment should creators and artists key into right now? This 2022, this is the reality we are living in. What investment should they key into?
I'm a real estate guy. Real estate is the only thing that guarantees you 100, even 400 to 500% returns. You can take money from stock and crypto. People still put it back in real estate. Everybody you see that are doing business today are actually doing a real estate business, maybe with another kind of front. Yeah. So real estate is what I advise for everybody. Just like I'll give you an example. Our Mufasa apartment in Ikate is selling right now. The studio apartment is selling for 29.5 million. And that studio apartment, if you know Ikate, you can rent it out yearly for like 2 million. That's rental income, right? If you're doing short let, that's 40K per night. And let's say you, with a 50% occupancy, that's 15 days. 40 times 15 gives you 600,000 naira per month. And if you multiply it by 12, it gives you 7.2 million naira per year. That's the power of an investment. 7.2 million naira per year, right? If you invest in what we call Mufasa apartment right now. If you want to know more about it, well, the link, if you can drop a comment, so they will tell you more about it. But real estate, I also started my business. I started my company from accumulated lands that I have bought. I just sold some off. I use it to start a business. So real estate is all. I bought the land for like 4 million and I sold for 15 million in less than 24 months. What can give you that kind of appreciation? So real estate, talk to an expert. I am an expert in the field. If you can talk to me, my social media is there. My phone numbers are always there. So let's talk. I want to help creatives because I'm in the creative field.
Awesome. So Dr. Simon has spoken, is a real estate magnate, and he has said that you should reach out to him and he will help you invest your money properly. Before I go on to the final words, I just want to say you should follow on Instagram at forever_CFR and at Simon
No,
underscore
sorry, there's
Adozi.
no underscore. Forever CFR, no underscore.
Sorry about that. At forever CFR and for Dr. Simon, he's at Simon underscore Adozi. Or just follow us at Adozi Homes on Instagram. It's showing on the screen.
Yeah.
It's showing on the screen now. Make sure you follow them. I'm just gonna take one question from the audience. Can we have the question on the screen? And then either Forever or Dr. Simon can help us quickly answer it. Quickly. One question from the audience. While that is also coming up, can we have, for more information, you can reach out to Chika on WhatsApp. Just like Dr. Simon has said, you could invest in real estate. So we have Chika from Adozi Homes, and she would put you through on anything you need to know. If you need to make any inquiry, she would also help you connect to Dr. Simon. I know he's a very busy person, but we would always make ways for you to be able to properly invest since we've given you this advice. So reach out to Chika on WhatsApp at 09155 or you can visit our website at adozilianhomesng.com. Is the question ready? Do we have the question ready now? Okay, while we're waiting for the question to come up, can I get one sentence each from Forever and Dr. Simon that would inspire the audience as you've blessed us with so many amazing nuggets. One sentence to inspire us as we wrap up this conversation. So we can go with Forever first.
All right. So to everybody who has listened, remember what I said. Money in itself is not sufficient. Money is not self-sufficient. So for every money that touches you and for that money to come alive, you have to use the money to do things. That is where money comes alive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Simon. Your one sentence that would push us into the future.
Invest in real estate. I'm a real estate expert. Invest in real estate. Real estate is the only guarantee and is the only sure way to earn great returns. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So we're having issues with popping the question up, but if you have questions and you need answers, like I said, reach out to us on Adozi Homes on Instagram. You can also reach out to us via our website at adozilianhomesng.com or WhatsApp on 09155 Thank you all very much for joining this webinar. I hope you've been blessed with all the
Thank you for having us.
And the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience. Thank you, Adozi and Homes, for hosting this. Thank you, Dr. Simon, for your time. Thank you for your time. The general public, I will urge you to like and subscribe to this channel. Also, turn on your notifications so that you can get regular updates on different investment opportunities. And don't forget to follow us on IG, Facebook, and visit our website. I remain your girl, Maima of Lagos. Do have a pleasant evening. Bye, world.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Pause. Let's take it outside. A 4-minute drive and you'd find yourself on the 30,000 vehicle capacity Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Yes, it's that close. Share the same landscape view with the Monarch, a walking distance from the House on the Rock Church, a 10-minute drive from Nikon Town. Proximity to Spa and Blanco is about 8 minutes and 6 minutes respectively. A 10-minute drive from Meadow Hall School. As you now know, the Mufasa Apartments is strategically located in the heart of Ikate, where everything you need stays within your reach. Join the elite class at the Mufasa Apartments today. Pause. Let's take it outside. A 4-minute drive and you'd find yourself on the 30,000 vehicle capacity Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Yes, it's that close. Share the same landscape view with the Monarch, a walking distance from the House on the Rock Church, a 10-minute drive from Nikon Town. Proximity to Spa and Blanco is about 8 minutes and 6 minutes respectively. A 10-minute drive from Meadow Hall School. As you now know, the Mufasa Apartments is strategically located in the heart of Ikate, where everything you need stays within your reach. Join the elite class at the Mufasa Apartments today.